Hey everybody, it's Anita Foster with the Arlington ISD. Thrilled to be celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month here at our Food and Nutrition Services Department. Chef Carl is joining us today. You're going to whip up all the treats for us.
I'm really excited.
And you have a special assistant, Yesenia, is here today. And Yesenia, you're going to help us understand some of the culture behind Hispanic Heritage Month and Mexican hot chocolate, and give us all the proper ingredient names. I understand Carl doesn't always pronounce them correctly. So
yes, I am.
We've got you here to help us out. So Mexican hot chocolate is on the ticket today. Where do we start with making this treat?
We start with how do you say it in Spanish?
In Spanish.
Champurrado.
Say it one more time.
Champurrado.
Champurrado.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead, Carl.
Well, let's go through the ingredients.
She doesn't want to say it in
Go ahead
Spanish.
saying it. No, thank you. Champurrado. I just can't roll my R's yet. Ready to go?
Ready to go.
Let's look at our ingredients. We're going to start with the spices, which are cinnamon, cloves, and allspice.
Canela, pimienta de Jamaica y clavo.
We would take these and put them in the water. I got 3 cups of water here, and the whole recipe will be available on our website, right?
Perfect.
So we're going to put those into boiling water and let it steep for about 10 minutes. Once we do, we're going to do the tricky thing, which is add this, which is corn flour.
Masa harina.
I have to say, I would not think that you would put corn flour into hot chocolate. What does that do to the consistency?
Creamy.
Okay, all right. I just would not have ever thought of that. So
Let's look
add
at it like chocolate gravy.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm going to whisk it in there just a little bit at a time like this, and as if it were over boiling water. It's steeped for 10 minutes, so the spices are putting their flavors in there, and this is how I would do it. Just tap a little bit in at a time and make sure there's no clumps. And corn flour takes about 10 minutes to really bloom in the water to make it. It's not going to be gritty at all. It's going to be just as smooth as can be. And you don't really taste corn. You just feel how smooth it is because it has all that in there.
Okay, and do you whisk it during the entire 10-minute period?
Don't have to. Once you don't have the clumps, just let it go.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Next, this exciting little thing right here is
Piloncillo.
it's sugar with the molasses in it, and then it's all molded together and packed like that.
It's like a sugar volcano.
Yeah. So let me just show you real quick. We'll just put that in there, and we're going to stir it in. But the fun part is, and what I want to show you is, you just shave it off like that.
Wow.
And then I'm going to add that part in there. And then next is going to be the chocolate.
All right, so we have the sugar and the molasses. Now we're going to add.
Yes. I put a little bit of this in there. If you wanted to, you can make this with milk all by itself. Abuelitas.
Chocolate abuelita.
Yeah. And
Are you saying you could just use the abuelita with
that's
milk?
it.
Yes.
And not have the other ingredients, but this
Yes.
makes it even better? Okay.
Right. So I'm doing milk and water and spice and the corn flour.
Fabulous.
And maybe a little surprise at the end.
Okay.
So let me just show you a little bit of this. When you do the same thing as you did with the sugar, you kind of shave it off.
Okay.
You do the same thing with the chocolate. This is one of these is semi-sweet, and one of these is baker's chocolate.
Okay.
Because we already have other sweeteners in here. We have the piloncillo. We're going to add a little bit of something else at the end, but I would just take all of this into this warm
chocolate
gravy of corn flour and spices. And abuelitas and baker's chocolate. It's all in there now, and it's going to start melting.
And just blending together.
Yeah, all blending together. At some point, you can tell, because there's not any dark bits and any light bits, it just all becomes incredibly homogeneous and looks really good.
Yesenia,
Yes.
How do you celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month?
Usually we'll make hot chocolate, the champurrado, usually November the 2nd, which
Okay.
is el Día de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. We will go to the gravesite where our loved ones are at. And from there, we will take our sweet bread and just celebrate there. But usually the main dish is pozole.
Okay, what is pozole? I've heard of this.
Pozole, it's the
Pork and
and the corn.
hominy.
Hominy.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
It is so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Well, this
it is
sounds
delicious.
like a delicious tradition.
Yes.
Okay, Chef Carl, what do we do next?
The milk.
La leche.
La leche. And this gives it that warm body feeling and flavor that you got to have with hot chocolate. So that goes in there. And this is just my little touch to the recipe that I found that I like. I wanted it to be a little creamier and a little thicker, and so I put some of this in there. Look at, so that is sweetened condensed milk.
Okay.
Es leche condensada.
All right. That makes everything better. I do know that.
No, I wanted to get cajete.
Oh,
Because
yes.
it's caramelized.
Yes, it's caramelized.
Yeah, they put it in a can, then
Okay.
the can itself is cooked.
All right. Very good. So are those all of our ingredients?
It is,
It
and
is.
it would simmer maybe for a minute. When you see it bubbling around the edges, you know you're ready.
Okay.
And it's ready. Are
All
you
right.
ready to try it?
I think we have to try this,
Okay.
don't you, Yesenia?
Yes.
All right. And just the magic of video, Carl happens to have some Mexican hot chocolate
There it
already
is.
prepared and ready for us. All right. So we
gonna
have
grab
some
this ladle.
great authentic mugs.
And I'm going to spoon you some. Yesenia,
Yes.
bring out the secret weapon.
Uh-oh.
All right.
There we go. Oh, I cannot wait to try this. I'm going to wait for
one
you
more,
guys.
one more.
Okay. Ooh, it is extremely creamy. Oh, whipping cream right on top. Beautiful.
I just want to see
I
it
like
on your
how
nose.
you guys operate over here. Okay.
All right, Yesenia,
Yes.
one of your cups.
Yes, let's do your glass. And we will.
These come all the way from Zacatecas.
In Mexico?
The
Yes.
state of
Okay.
Zacatecas.
The state of Zacatecas.
Got it. Very good.
Wanna? Oh, now if you want to stir that in there,
Yes.
you get an extra cinnamon stick.
with cinnamon.
And you can stir the whipped cream
Oh
in.
my gosh, this is just dreamy. All right, are we ready to raise a mug?
Now we have to do it the Hispanic version.
Okay, do
So
teach us.
we're gonna say para arriba,
Para arriba,
para abajo,
para
Para
abajo,
abajo,
para un lado
para un lado,
y para el otro.
y
para
para lo otro.
Salud.
salud.
Okay,
Can I see if I can translate that? Up, down, side to side, here's to you.
There you go.
I just say down the hatch. It's delicious. Excellent job, Chef Carl. Yesenia, thank you so much for helping to add the flavor and talk to us about what you do to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month.
Oh, it was fun. Thank you for having
Oh,
me.
absolutely. We've been celebrating all month, but it's time to wrap up Hispanic Heritage Month with great thank you to our Food and Nutrition Services team here in the Arlington ISD. As Chef Carl mentioned, you can find the recipe down here in the description, and we encourage you, make up some delicious Mexican hot chocolate. Cheers,
Adios.
everyone. Adios.
Adios.